Hello, this is Solomon, and we're going to be looking at two 1v1s on this map, and both are going to be primarily air games. As in, we both open air, or go air in the first couple minutes and start doing air fights. So on this map, the meta, from what I've seen or figured out, is establish a position across the river. Because when you start exerting map control over here, and if you force an enemy to focus right here, you basically own this side of the map very loosely, but you still basically own it. Then you also control half of this map if the enemy's fighting you over here. So then you control 75% of the map. You also kind of need to do it as France because you can't play the infantry game. So if you get bogged down in this forest, you like automatically lose because you don't have infantry to use. So it's in your best interest to force something to happen over here in a more open terrain. And at least strike at the depots or something and get enough of an advantage. He goes air, so I go air, I make a S35. Yeah, that still has a huge, anyone with infantry still has a huge advantage on this matchup because I need to spin a minimum of 20 supply to deal with a low in infantry, 5 supply. So they spin me the, I'm forced to spend a lot more on ground to deal with less supplies on their ground. Like I have to spend a lot to deal with infantry, so they get a large air advantage from that. They camo for whatever reason. Anti-air bunker, which is a waste of money. It's a huge waste of money. Like it's almost giving up ESP already. Oh, okay, now I remember. Yeah, so I decided to try to meme out paratroopers. And he also researches Thunderbolts, which is like really stupid. Like I've seen people do this before. I don't know why they do it. I guess they think tank. Just get Rangers. Don't get Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts are gonna lose the air game. Against the base fighter or the advanced fighter, both of them are 50% cheaper, so. Unfortunately, air bunker actually is being a little bit difficult to deal with. But I mean, I get one of his 2 depots, so that's pretty big. And I have 3 depot start, so. But yeah, no, I lost a lot of pairs there. I over-invested in paratroopers there. I should have probably just done 5 at most. That's the tech cost to 25, so. At the end of the day, it really wasn't worth it. Not with that many pairs being lost. But I do have a lot of extra income, so I can afford those losses. I get a second airfield out. I tend to do this a lot. I tend to build more extra airfields. But more so, much more so in FFA, but I tend to build more airfields before I fill up my own airfield. But I also do a lot in 1v1. Because I like the extra production speed. Because... And I like the extra tech speed and production speed, so I get units out faster. So it kind of makes up for not, like, if I'm building them on one airfield, they're going to take longer to get out. But if I do have the money to get a second airfield out, like, I'll still getting, like, the same amount of aircraft out at a certain time, since I'm just building them so much faster. Although sometimes you can't really afford to do that. It's basically like if you're not under pressure, you can go ahead and build a second airfield. So yeah, I get the recon, decide to start bombing all the GIs. Makes A, which is a fine decision. Since there's so much forest, and it's a relatively small map, so I can start just putting in the forest game map control real quick. And again, it's really hard for me to contest since I don't have my own infantry. But yeah, I also get the advanced fighter. And he was gonna build, I assume that was a third depot, but then he decided not to for whatever reason. Making M16, Bofors are a much better call here. His M16s are much more fragile than Bofors. Well, compared to Bofors and Forest. Like, you don't really need the M16 mobility and fire on the move here. I kill a depot and I kill two Thunderbolts. 100 supply. I lose one of my fighters and I lose a bomber, but yeah, the game's basically over at this point. I mean, you could do a heavy infantry push, maybe heavy infantry Bofors push across the map, and that could work. But actually, no, it couldn't. His depot is down to 54 supply, so yeah, it was just really weird for him to go Thunderbolts. It makes no sense since he just loses air superiority by building them and researching them. Fanatic's symbols glitching out here. Gets both from paying hards, unfortunately. So that's like the two big issues of France is like their two weak links is their lack of usable infantry and panhards. Like panhards are like really expensive, but they're not mobile either. At least B11s are relatively cheap, and KFCs are fast. So are Greyhounds, but panhards are just really mid. Like, you don't have anything else to use recon for, so they're just really expensive. They die really easily, but they're pretty costly losses. So 3 Thunderbolts and a depot, so yeah, we're just gonna speed this up a lot. I build an admin. Yeah, the only thing keeping me from ending this game earlier is the AA bunkers in the way. Honestly, it's not really an issue. I just need to build like 4 bombers, and it stops being a thing. I let the Saw 40 get killed, unfortunately. I get the AA bunker, and he has no money left. Now I just start streaming parachuters. These guys have Thompsons. Can't tell which armed with it. It looks like Thompsons though. Or is that? I don't know. Yeah, so I just had a huge economic advantage, even though I did lose a lot of pairs. Killing a second depot did hurt him a bit. But the main thing was he built Thunderbolts, so that kind of made him lose. Now this is only a 4-minute 30-second video. So I will mention that me and Not Great did also have another Germany versus US game. And then basically we both had a heavy infantry fighting for us, and I lost. Did it having less infantry? Did partly being Germany and partly some other mistakes I made in my opening. Anyway, so here's this. Okay, so no decryption from either of us. Well, I like the double blitz get across the river strat on this map anyway. He goes camo, which is a mistake because like I play against them often enough, and in general, like if you don't, I mean, there's no reason to camo here. Like on a regular build, ground build, you're not gonna camo. So if you're camoing, it means you're going air a lot of time or something really, really cheesy. I just assume he's going air. I respawned to my own airfield. And now here he comes out with double barracks. I'm not sure why he turned that one around. I do an armor base. Try to force something to happen over here. 225 comes out. Do you really want another blitz or fanaticism in this situation, not ammo? So I thought that was a Warhawk at first though. And sometimes I'm not good at telling speeds apart unless the planes are next to each other. So I end up getting this track since you could at least use a blitz to get the track farther along, but I killed the track. That was the barracks, which is okay. Here's the interesting thing about this start is double barracks airfield. Even if the trek got across, it was still really weird since I'm still getting air superior. He also did one depot start. Like this is a really split up effort to defeat me. Because if he's doing one depot, that means he's going to rush. But why would you do airfield and double barracks? There's not really any reason to do it over. And the ranger tech is 25, so double barracks. That's just so much money you're spending, and you only have one depot. Like you're not gonna have enough money to build enough units early. What he should have done, in my opinion, of one depot air, don't build any ground units at all. Just go Warhawk, Grasshopper, B-25, B-25 or something. I don't know. But just do like Warhawks, Grasshopper, and the B-25s and destroy my airfield. And keep on camping my HQ and bomb all my other shit to death. Then 2 minutes from now when my Panzer III gets over there, build something like an AT bunker. Because it's not like you need to spend, or like, an AT bunker, I don't know. Something. But in the very beginning, don't bother with the double barracks, just get immediate air superiority and bomb me to death. I camo so he can't bomb or strafe my airfield. But I'm not saying the barracks is a bad idea, since infantry, yeah, they just do generate a lot of pressure. But I think 2 depot would have been better for that particular strat. And only going 1 barracks, otherwise you don't have enough money in my opinion. I go ahead and take this engagement for better or for worse, or probably should have waited till I get my third enemy 109 out. I can't remember why I was so eager to clear out the sky. So I lose 2 enemy 109s and I only kill 1 in return. Then I lose the depot. Well, it's not looking that good, but it's important to remember he's only on 1 depot, so I still have a big economic advantage. Plus, enemy 109s just are going to beat out Warhawks. In terms of cost effectiveness. Panzer III comes over and I force him to build the AT bunker, which is a nice amount of money he has to spend. Yeah, and I send my 2 MU109s over since I know these planes are having to rearm. I go for Warhawk and I go for the Mitchell. He almost gets away with Blitz, but not quite. So yeah, those are really important kills. The Warhawk kills is really nice. And that actually kind of ended the game right there since he has less economy, so he's just not going to end up building more air to me, and he has to. But also getting the Mitchell out of the way, like one Mitchell really actually isn't going to do anything. Unless you're bombing like admins or an airfield full of planes or something. Otherwise, like you need 2 of them to do something. Now this transit 3 to coming to kill the barracks, and nothing's going to happen to it since the AT bunker can't move. It's a depot. And he surrenders because he knows he has less economy. That is the end of this video.